Hello everyone, it's Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for the beginning of our week, April 6th, going into the 7th of 2015. And I'm giving the reading today from a place that I do readings at, a Soul Spirit Studio in downtown Holliston, Massachusetts. It's a great little store. We have all sorts of fun, funky products from local artisans, as well as, candles, crystals, card decks, things like that. And we give classes here. I do meditation classes, I do readings here, we do Reiki treatments, yoga classes. It's a great little place to come and visit, so I hope you'll consider stopping by if you're in the area. So I want to get going with today's reading, which I'm going to be calling on the Archangel Oracle card deck like I do at the beginning of the week to see which Archangel is overseeing us for the week. And also, it's Monday, so I call on the Mermaids for Mermaid Monday. Okay? So let's see what Archangel is working with us this week, as they all have different energies and different things that they help us with. But we do have to call and ask for their help, for their intervention. Okay, call upon the Archangels for whoever's working with us this week for whatever messages they have for us. Okay. All right, so here's one that's popped out. And this is Archangel Zadkiel with the message of Clairaudience. Clairaudience is clear hearing. And the message says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. So this is about listening and paying attention, because if you've prayed for help, or if there's something you've been really pondering about and wrestling with that you're looking for answers for, what he's letting you know is it's going to come through things that you overhear. Okay? Angels also kind of whisper messages or guidance to us inside our mind. It sounds a little bit different than the way you would talk to yourself, but and it's very loving and kind. But it also often comes in maybe conversations you overhear, something you hear on the radio, something you see on TV. So it's urging you to pay attention, and also pay attention to what people are saying and how they're saying it. So it's really urging your listening this week, because you may be, as you listen, getting more insight into the bigger picture for somebody. You may be hearing what's really being said. Archangel Zadkiel is also an angel of benevolence and compassion. He helps people with forgiveness and to look upon things mercifully. So he's also about compassionate listening, in the sense of maybe listening to someone, very compassionately, listening to them share their story, because maybe they need to share it, maybe it needs to be heard. So it's not always easy. Sometimes we're so restless these days and we're so busy, it's not always easy to take the time to sit and listen compassionately. But it may come up in that form this week for you, about listening to someone's story. So that's Archangel Zadkiel. And if you need help with that, you can call on him. He also is an angel who helps us with memory functions. So if you need to remember facts, figures, things like that for a test, or if you need help remembering someone's name that you just met, that you just heard, that kind that goes into short-term memory there. But anyways, he helps you with those kinds of experiences and abilities. So Archangel Zadkiel is helping us out this week. And let's see what the Mermaids. I'm going to call on the Mermaids for Mermaid Monday. Let's see what their message is. Oh, okay, we get a couple that have flipped out here. The first one is this message of protection. And this says, you, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. And as I look at this card, what I get from it is that there may be some of you out there who are concerned about, because as I'm looking at the mom holding on to her little baby, very closely and tightly to protect her, or him or her, I feel like this has to do with concern about, for some of you, your children on the internet and their safety with that, because there's all sorts of places that they can go now, Facebook, and there's maybe you've overheard or seen some news reports, given our listening message here, about cyber stalking and things like that, and it's a growing concern for you. In other areas, I do feel like this may have to do with parental concern about a new child or a new pregnancy. So they're reminding you that you are safe and protected and to ask for their help in that protection. Okay, your little ones are safe when they're going. But I do also feel that there's a message along with this about taking action and stepping in with parental concern and maybe setting boundaries and limits and things like that. Angels often will, and they sometimes whisper to us that it's time to step in, and when it's time to step in and take action. A lot of the ways they help us is by urging us and inspiring us to take action on certain things. So I do get a sense of this, that intervention is necessary if that's been a concern of yours. Okay? So that's the first message. The other card that came out was make a decision. And this says, if you're feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. Now, a lot of the times the reason why we are feeling stuck and indecisive is because we can't make a decision because our intuition is telling us one thing and our logical mind is saying another. And they keep kind of going back and forth. You know, you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't have a good feeling about this, or it's not quite right, but, you know, blah, 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 blah. And your logical mind steps in with, you know, something else. Or, you know, you get a feeling about someone that, you know, there's something about them that just doesn't feel quite right to you, you're not sure about it, but your logical mind is saying, well, they haven't done anything wrong. Your logical mind steps in to reason with you. And it leaves you in a place sometimes where you can feel stuck. And when we call and ask the angels and other divinities for help, oftentimes what they need is a clear decision on our part. Once we make that decision, they can swoop in and help and provide whatever additional intervention that we've asked for that they may need. Pardon my phone that's ringing in the background. So anyways, but this card is letting you know that in some way, I feel like maybe something from something that you hear over here, or information that you get, you are going to be presented with information that you're going to need to make a decision about. Again, as I showed with this card, I feel like there's some intervention or action on your part that's necessary. And you're going to be presented with information. It may be about a medical condition. It may be about a child that you are concerned about, someone in your care. It may have to do with a job or a work situation or something like that. But you're going to be presented with information that you're going to need to make a decision about, not immediately overnight, but probably sometime this week. And it's urging you to trust your intuition. That's what Archangel Zadkiel's message is about, and this one as well. Trust your intuition. Once you make that decision, then the help that you are needing or seeking to support you in it will come streaming in. Okay, but you're going to be presented with some information, or have come to this, the final home stretch where you can't really wait any longer. You need to make a decision and to determine how you're going to move forward. So anyways, it's just letting you know that it's time to decide. So anyways, those are our messages for today. I hope you have a lovely Monday. I hope you stop by and see us here at Soul Spirit Studio if you're in the area. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.